Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? Whoop, let me take this off. There we go. We're hearing the other broadcast, which is MMB. She's not quite done. She's almost done. But we don't want to get too far behind here. Ah, there I am. Yay. So let me just share me. Copy. Put you in here. And we're good to go. Go, paste, good. Done. All right, I have all my volumes off. I'm going to stick my phone up here. Last time I had it on my computer, and I kept seeing things going. All right, so we're going to get going here. So welcome to NonnasNuttykrafts, and welcome to the Winter Wreath Marathon. So I'm going to first do a shout out to Dawn and Susan for hosting this tonight, and yesterday too. And I went back, because I had a craft show yesterday, but I went back and I looked at everybody that was going on today, their stuff. And I'll tell you what, it's all posted on my Nonnas Squirrels page. Every single one of them. Hi, Luann. Hi, Dawn. Hi. So why did that not post? Okay. Didn't want to post. Whatever. So let's get going here. All right. Because we only have an hour and I got a lot of things to show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you, because Susie Brown, if you notice down below, my little ticketer is going there. And I'm going to switch cameras. I move this to the other side of the table because I'm going to move this in the front here. And we were chit-chatting because of what we were all going to do for this. And we were like, oh. So we are raffling off today. This is the double sidekick, okay, or sidekick double. So I'm just going to show you some quick things because we're going to use this today. So when you get it, whoever the lucky winner is, Dawn or Susan, whoever's on here, yes, please share my live. Oh, Gingerbread. Janet, shh, not supposed to say yet. Hey, Teresa, you're going to get this little packet. It has these little discs in here. And I've already have on mine, it's a little magnet. So when you have your pins and stuff, you know, you always put it on the table, they roll off, and then you step on it, and God, that hurts. So that it comes with, oops, I have everything set up because I thought I'd be doing this fast. You're going to get 2 dowels like this and 2 thinner dowels. And the reason why you get the thinner ones, you know how the ribbon is small like this and you can't stick it on these bigger ones. So she came up with the smaller one. I can't stick this on because I got this big roll here because I'm going to show you that. Let me stick maybe just a smaller one in here. So you can put the smaller ribbons in there. You can't see that little baby down there. He's hiding. All right. So if you have yarn, you do yarn and knitting. This is so great. Just put it on the floor or on your table, and you don't have to worry about a bag and get it all matted up and, you know, all tangled up. You can just do it from here and pull it and go. So that was to show you that you can use it for yarn. Let me put that over there. Of course, we all know for ribbon, right? And you get these little dividers. So when you have your mesh on here, if you have, well, this is set up for like a 10-inch mesh. Oh, my yarn got on here. You can subdivide it if you put it in a ribbon, like I had it up there with the yarn. If you have a Cricut or sublimation machine, hello. You know how we have these rolls. I don't know where my stick is. Is it out? Oh, it is. Is it out? Yeah. And the same thing with the mesh. You can put it on here and you can pull it out and use it and feed it into your machine. Then when you cut it, it will kind of roll back up because you know how this is. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Louise. Hey, Bonnie. So what have you done? Oh, my finger. So I was prepping for this tonight, and I'll tell you about it a little bit later. And I burned my finger kind of nicely as I was prepping for your live tonight. So those are some things you can do with this. We're going to use this tonight with a little bit of mesh because I need to cut a couple of more meshes for our thing. I'm going to stick these over here for right now because I don't need that. So if you put your mesh in the wrong way, and I'm talking fast, I know y'all, even if you put it underneath here, whoops. You know how your mesh likes to curl up like that? What a pain in the derriere that is, right? So you want to make sure that you put your mesh in the right way so that the curl side is down. And I guys, you know, you guys, hey, Rachel. So if you curl it just up a little bit here as you feed it through, so you're not pulling the raw edges, then you can pull it through, and look, your mesh stays out. Hello, genius. Why didn't I think of that and make $1 million, right? So we're going to cut just a few more pieces of this. And Dawn and them, they're going to be raffling those. Let's go. You pick a time and you can do it whenever you want. And just let me know. They'll post the person's name, and we'll go ahead and get that sent to you. So I'm cutting my mesh about 20 inches. Oh, so I actually had it. I'm going to go 1 inch more. And I normally do this the other way. I have my mesh roller here, but because I'm doing this on a live with you, I'm going to go 2 inches more. So that way I know I'm not going to cut into this. Hold on. This is weird cutting opposite hand. I don't cut with my left hand because I have everything on the other side of me. But I have my camera here so you can see better. Okay. So that's how you would cut your mesh using. This is the Sidekick Double, which some lucky winner is going to get tonight. All right. So we're just going to move this off to the side because I have pre-cut a bunch of my mesh for tonight. So I want to just give a shout out to some of the people that went on here. Rachel's Crafted Corner. She did a gorgeous nutcracker that she painted yesterday. So if you can't go back, if you haven't seen it, go back and look, y'all. I posted everything on my Nonnas Squirrels page, everybody that was on between yesterday and today. Busy Bee Custom Creations came on. She did a glitter poinsettia tumbler. So throughout the thing, I'm going to just let you know what everybody has done. And make sure down below is my Susie's recent things. So if you do want to get, she is running some sales on this. I have her glue gun. This doesn't come with it. But her glue gun stand, as you can see here, I have that as well. That I got from her. So I have the triple mesh roller, collapsible one. So I have a lot of stuff. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, please. Like, fair, shop. Like, fair. Oh my God, I came into it. Like, follow, share. We can say those lovely words. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. I took a grapevine. Pretty simple. The next thing I don't know if you notice here. Now, you can attach your mesh onto the grapevine. I'm choosing to create my own shape. Now, you can take a regular, here's a Dollar Tree frame, for instance. You can take this, you can cut it in half and cut it close to the bar. And then the rest of the piece you won't be able to use, needless to say. But if you need just 2 other sections later on, you can. But Dollar Tree also sells them like this. So I have bought a bunch like this, so I wasn't wasting a half a frame. So that's all that I used here. So hold on, you're going to hear some noise because I wanted those out of the way. Sorry. Thank you, Susan. So I attached it onto my frame already, the half, if you can see here. All I did is I just took regular wire, attached it here, here, and here. That's it. Simple, easy peasy. I took a pipe cleaner, cut it in half, and that's what I use in here. To say how much we're going to use tonight, I don't know. You know why? Because this is the first time I'm doing it this way, like this. So what happened was this. When I was gluing this onto the back, now this is for a custom order. I know this is going to be up against a white door, so you're not even going to see the back. But once we start putting all the candies and everything in there, hey, Charlie. Oh, yeah. You know, I didn't want all these sticks and stuff to be showing. So I'm kind of putting something just the back to give it a little bit. It looks a little bit better. You could coat the entire back if you want to. I didn't think that was necessary. Her head's going to go here. Where did I put her hands? Her hands are going to come down like this. Whoops. Come here, hand. I have everything in a basket here because I kept losing her hands and her feet. And she's going to be holding a bunch of goodies. And then, of course, her feet, whoops, are going to be down here. Whoops. No, that's pigeon toed. We need her that way. Okay. So that's what the theme is going to be. So yes, when I was gluing this, a stick was sticking up. I went to swipe it with my finger this way to put the little branch part down. And when I came back, this had glue and it burned on the finger. And then, of course, I was going like this, so it burned all the way up. I got a burn in between these two fingers, but I can't put a Band-Aid in there. So life goes on. So I'm probably going to be standing up as I do this. I don't know. I'll be up and down. So I chose this. It's a deco mesh with some foil on it, pink. I went with pink, not because it's going to be a girl, but it is. I cut these about 20 inches because the theme we're kind of going for is a little bit in the pastel colors with this, because I'll be doing her Christmas tree, which you guys will see me doing that live on the 1st. I'm not putting any tails or anything in here because this is all going to be just mesh. All we want it to be. And I'm twisting it and curling it down. This is going to be like a little tutu, if you want to call it that. Oh, yeah, I like this mesh too. You know, there's so many, I don't know, was it about 17 or 18 different types of meshes or something along that line? This is, you know, a poly. It's a little stiff in here, which is fine. But with the metallic in there, it makes it a little bit lesser to fray. And of course, I'm putting my edges down. And let me show you what I did in case you guys didn't quite see it. And let me know if all the lighting is all okay, y'all, because I don't know, I have my diva light over here. So what I do with mine is, this is just going to be a ruffle. I like to overlap them just a little bit here in the center. And that way it kind of covers up, you know, a little bit of the edges. So a little bit less fraying. I mean, we all know mesh frays. Now you can cut these however long you want. It is up to you. I chose 20 inches because I wanted this to be nice and full. Lighting is perfect. Okay, great. I wasn't sure if it was too bright over here with my little disco diva lamp. Hey, did you guys all just finish watching M&B Creations? Her New Year's Eve wreath that she made with that clock and that disco ball? OMG. That is gorgeous. Usually you think of just putting a Happy New Year's Eve sign, but I love the idea that she put a clock in there. How original was that? Really pretty. Now, I think I already talked about Busy Bee, who was on yesterday. She did a poinsettia glitter tumbler, which was so pretty with all those poinsettias on there. And then if you watch Wreath's Addictions RN, oops, my finger. She had the cutest little glasses on yesterday. She did a cup of cocoa wreath. So, which was so cute. I love doing grapevines too. I had gotten away from doing grapevines, a little bit, and I got back more into the deco mesh. But I love working with the grapevines because they're just so pretty to work with. Hey, Terry, how are you? Hi, Joanne. Hopefully I'm catching everybody's names on there. If I miss you, I apologize. So I want this to be nice and full. It's also going to help cover when we put all the little goodies in there. But like I said, I wanted this behind here so the little goodies had something to hide it up against as well. Now this one was cut because I cut them at 15 inches first. So this one I'm sticking in here. So you really won't notice. Because I started 15 and then I was like, you know, we're going to go 20. And all I'm doing, if it's a little bit hanging out a little bit longer, I'm just folding it back and pushing it down. So look how pretty. That's just going to be a nice poofy tutu. So like I said, I think I have 13 ties in here right now. But you can do this in red and white, red, white, and green. You know, any colors you choose to do on this one, on the gingerbread. You want to bring it in a jute, you can do that too. White, whatever colors you want. I'm trying to stay out of the camera, and yet I'm in the camera. I'm only standing because I do have a wreath stand, and it's over on the other side, but I always not hate. Oh, I got my finger stuck. Look, I got a long thread hanging from my finger now. Just cut the finger off. I had a feeling it was going to stick to everything. But anyway, I'm new to your page and from well, welcome. Love the craft and wreath making. Learning so much from NonnasNuttykrafts. Thank you so much for showing me different techniques. Well, welcome to the group. Yay! I like having new people. I like having old people. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Mary Jo. It's just, you know, you can do grapevines in so many different ways. I mean, you can just put flowers on them, one thing, you know, with all the greenery. Nothing wrong with that. You can attach this mesh directly onto it. You can attach evergreen onto this and do something like that. You know, just let your imagination go crazy, y'all. Let's see if I have enough. I try to do, oh, I didn't even show you this, did I? Ouch. So let me just show you this, what I did, because I didn't show you this part. I was just so excited to do this. So on the outer two rails, I attached the half pipe cleaner. Then I went the inner two. Then I went back to the outer. So it's like going zigzagging back and forth is what I did on it. So again, we're going to see how many we need, how many I want. And it's going to be based on your mesh too. If your mesh is a really thin, you know, basic mesh, you may need more. Hi, Carol. How are you? Oh, thank you. Love having newbies. Oops. I got the other one tied in here. How did I do that? Wasn't paying attention. Let me redo that because I had the other twist tie tied in with this. Untie you, my friend, and pull you tighter. Here we go. Hey, Johnny. Johnny, I love what you were doing with your centerpiece. If you guys caught Johnny, she was doing a really, with all the pine and white florals and a candle in the middle. Really pretty. Really pretty. So who else? We had Joanne's wreaths and things from yesterday. She did a grapevine with a church that lit up. It was really pretty. And she used on an oval wreath, and she used poinsettias. This is not going to work because it's just pulling it off. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. Always. I think this will work. Let me cut my finger again. Let me stick that on it. That works. My happy fingers. Happy fingers, happy crafter. Oh, good, Johnny. Oh, I hope so. That's the game plan. So I need at least 3 more. So we're going to go back over. Hopefully you can see. Let me move some of this off to the side here. Again, I'm cutting this with my opposite hand. So let me pull out. I'm going to come 1 inch more. I'm at the end of the roll too. If I can get 2 more out of this, I'll be happy. Oop, my happy finger came off. I'm going to crisscross applesauce here. Like I said, I do this on the other side. Pull that out. Oh, end of the roll. Just pull off this tape. Well, that might work. I put 13 ties in there, but 12 works. I mean, 13 is an odd number too. 13 is not a lucky number. We don't want 13. Ooh, I just thought about that. My happy finger is not staying happy because it's not staying on. All right. Move this back over to this side of the table again. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Unlucky 13. So we're just going to take one out. And we'll just move. Oh, I should have taken the other one out. We'll move this one up here. So we'll have 12. And Happy Finger doesn't like that red thing on there. Oh, life goes up. Oh. Are you serious? Listen, talk about dogs. I have 2 dogs. I love my dogs. You all have seen them. So Kai, as you all may not know, she had her knee she torn what they call a CCL. Humans, we call that ACL. Early, back up in February, March. I think she had her surgery. So, and she's, had just turned 9 in January. So that cost us a pretty penny. Sky is just turned 3 the early part of this month. Yay, Sky. So yesterday, Friday, I had them out. I was packing because I had a show yesterday, and which I did very well at. I love that. And I let them out front, like I normally do. When we're out, they're out with us. They don't go wandering off, really. I mean, to my neighbor's house because they give them treats all the time. But the other neighbor on the other side has this dog, and months ago I said, your dog just does not like my dogs. And they're guests in the house. Oh my God. Guys, this is really going to drive me crazy. And, we said we can't have the dogs out at the same time. Well, I didn't know she was out in the backyard with her dogs. Oh, look how full that is. That works. 12 works. For me, 12 works. If you want to put more in, you can put more in. If you want to put less in, put less in. But I think that works. Look at me. I'm like a little tutu. That's her tutu. So what I want to put in is her head and neck. Anyway, so her head's going to go right here. Oh, isn't that going to be cute? And they have a little dog, which gets along great with mine. It is the owner of the house's dog. The other bigger dog is the daughter-in-law's house. My dogs, there's bushes between our houses. I'm saying hello because the little one came over onto our property. And the next thing I know, I'm calling my dogs in. I was like, oh no, I heard her big dog out. The next thing, the dog comes charging through the bushes and attacks my dog. Isn't that cool? Hey, Peggy, how are you? Thank you, Melissa. I'm not going to tie it off all the way, although I did tie it a lot, because I want to make sure I get this centered. So this craft outlet. I think of where I got her from. I was like, craft outlet. Is where you can get it. I don't know if they still have any in stock. Comes with the legs and the feet. Anyway, the dog came charging through, attacked my one dog, the older one. The other one, the little one, Sky, had come back to me already and was standing by our stoop when she heard the attack. Now, she is the shyest dog on the face of the earth. She just came bolting down, and she literally attacked the other dog in defense of, saving my other dog. And the two of them were like boxes up on their 2 back legs. Luckily, no dogs were hurt. The owner did come over to apologize. Turns out they're moving this weekend. They bought a house, and I went, thank you. So let's see how that looks. Let's see if she's, oh, look at that. Wait, I can move this up. That's going to be cute. All right, so now I got her where I want her to be, her head. So let's go ahead. We're going to twist these off. Yes, go right ahead. Do one. Do one. I'm talking too much. Go ahead, Dawn. Dawn is going to go ahead and do my drawing, so that way it'd be fair because she doesn't know all the people that I know. And that way it makes it fairer than me trying to select somebody. I'm just going to bend these wires back in so that nothing is touching the door. And just tell me who it was, Dawn. Hey, Rachel. Yes, do it, Susan. Do it. Do it. All right, so her head's in. I'm going to put her feet in last just because they're going to dangle here and get in the way. So now we're going to put her hand. Her hand's going to be here. These are the wires that came in. I always do this pull test because sometimes you get them and the wire comes right out. Nothing more bothers me than that. Hi, Star. All right, Star. You Designs. How are you? Pick you. All right, so let's go. We're going to put this right. Want a little bit of the curls coming up on her hand a little bit. Stick this through. And what's good, this wire is thick. Now I will be putting some glue and stuff on there as well. So it's a thick wire, so it kind of makes it easy going through. Let me know who won. So I can say congratulations, whoever you may be. Again, I pulled it. I did all this before. Thank you, Teresa. Oh, yay! Tammy won! Yay, Tammy! Yes, please message me. And so I can send you your goodies. And again, if you're looking for the glue stand, which I have here, this is the sidekick. I do have the triple collapsible, but I can't have everything up here right now since we're doing all this. So Susie is running a promotion. Oh, put her hand upside down. Hopefully I can just twist it. Should. Nope. Can't twist it. That's funny. So there is going to be another day. So don't go anywhere. You have to be on the live in order to get it, y'all, because it's hard to try to track people down sometimes. All right. Better. And let's twist this in here. These are long wires, and these are thick. Sometimes if I can't get it twisting really good, I will take out a pair of needle nose pliers and use those to help twist, because nothing would be more frustrating for a customer than it to come untwisted. And since it is hard to bend, you want to take out the needle nose, and then I can bend it back in. I make sure it doesn't come out the other side too. You don't want it to be poking through the other side and your customer grab it. All right, so all my wires are done. Okay. Now we will glue these in as we start. May not have to glue these so they're not as wobbly in there. But as we start adding our goodies, so I'm going to move you a little bit closer. Hopefully my camera will like to come with me. Come on, camera. There we go. Now, because I got the basket of goodies, first thing we're going to put in is this big old cupcake. Now, this came from, where did I get this from? Walmart. And it is an ornament. I didn't want to cut off the top because it would have left the big hole. So I just kind of put a little candy cane ribbon on it. And this is going to be the center thing that she's going to hold. And I'm just going to glue it in because this is plastic. And that's why I wanted this back here too, because that would also, I can lean it up against that if I want to tilt it or whatever. But I wanted her hands, got to make sure I put it where my bow, called grapevine, so that she's actually holding it. Hopefully I will not burn the stinking bejesus out of me. So this is where I want the first bunch of glue. And like I said, this is going to be indoors. So I know this will not be an outdoor wreath. Da, 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 da. I don't want to move my fingers because if I'm moving, I may get glue. And you can tilt it out. You can put it up. Gosh. Saluting y'all. Oh, it's close to my thumb. Don't want the mesh to get in there either. There we go. Do 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 do. Just gotta hold it for a few seconds, y'all. Do do do. Okay. So look, she's holding her candy. We're gonna put a bow in her hair and all too. All right. So I got my basket of goodies here. Let's see if I can move some of this and show you. This one I made. It's just Dollar Tree styrofoam. I yarned the top, glued the yarn, and then came the sides. I just put a little thing on it. These I had. I can't tell you where I got these from. I had them, but you know, we got to have some gingerbread in there. She likes pink and purple. These were ornaments, and they come in a box of 4. I got them at, oh, where did I get you guys? I want to say Hobby Lobby. And they come as ornaments on top, but I didn't want that top piece sticking out. So I did cut it off, and I just stuck a little snowflake up there to kind of hide it. These were some other lollipops I found at Hobby Lobby. We got some candies in here, came from Hobby Lobby, a basket. I got some little candy balls, and she likes the color purple, so I'm going to stick one. At least that's why this is in purple, so she has some purple colors. So let's let me move the basket of goodies off to one side. Will I use all this? Who knows? But I have a lot of goodies for her. So again, this is why I had that piece of netting behind her. See, she's got to have her lollipop. This is the big lollipop. And I'm going to see how far down I want to go. I'm going to come back with that. Her gingerbreads. Got to see how I want to place all these things. So that's why I'm playing around just a little bit. Ooh, that one I like right there. I like that there. Might not use the big lollipop. We'll see. Got some candies here. Got some pink candies. They come with little ribbons. And we can cut all these off if I don't want to use it with the stick on there. I could stick some down here. Like I said, I have more of these and things. Just got to figure out kind of where I want to put everything, and then we can glue it all. I don't have a red one. Maybe do the yellow on this side, put the red on this side. I might not use this big one. Gotta have her purple candy cane in there. Now you can stick some styrofoam behind there if you want to. But I think most of this is kind of going to be glued on top of each other. So I think the glue on top of the glue on top of the glue, everything will work. I think the guys. It's almost like a plastic, just a plastic little tubing. Oops, hold on. Let me get this. It was a ribbon from the tubing. It unraveled. Cut this tight up here. Because this is going to sit right in there. Don't need that little bow on there, because you're not going to see it. These clips came from Hardworking Mom. I love them. If you guys don't have any, grab some. They cut so nice. That is going to work right there. Let's put some glue. Perfect. Stick a little candy ball down here maybe. Right in there. I'm leaving the top on because that will help. Because I'm going to wedge it in there. A little candy. A little fun. Fun stuff. Oh, go, go, go. So, we had... Yesterday was Joanne's recent things. I talked about her poinsettia. Mel's Corner Creation. She did a sublimation with a poinsettia. Oh, what do you call that? Oh my God, my brain. Drink cup thing, tumbler. Couldn't get the words out. And which was so pretty. All the poinsettias that were on there. See if we put a candy cane like here. Gingerbread has a lot of candy, you know that. I gotta stand her up a little bit so you can kind of see how it's coming out. I like these little candies. I really do. And then we had Provo the Ham was on last night. Regina Sellis. She did a beautiful buffalo plaid wreath. And then she was showing you some bows. So that was really good. And then, of course, Susie's Wreath and Things came on, and she was showing you all her different products, the sidekick, the glue stand, the triple mesh roller, collapsible or non-collapsible as well. I do like those little candies. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, down on the little ticket that's going by, it has my shop down there if you want to shop in my shop. It has my affiliate link to Susie's Wreaths and Things, as well as to Hardworking Mom. So if you guys want to support me with them as well, that would be great. Now I'm attaching this a little bit to her face. I don't want to get the ribbon, and I just lost my plug on my glue gun. That'd be the worst thing, had the glue gun go awry. Go awry. There we go. It's coming out cute, y'all. I was worried I didn't have stuff, but it looks cute. She's got stuff. Let me turn her around. Work on the red one. So I put glue on the side of this stick first, because that's the part that's going to go in by her face. And then I'm coming around and just attaching this here. Ooh. She's got goodies. She's got goodies. Ooh. All the glue strings. I hate that. What else? What else? I don't think I can fit these in there. Well, I guess I could do it this way. Yeah. I could cut these down, but I'm using them really to help brace it. Well, I do like that behind there like that. Make sure everything is sticking to something. Lost the Christmas ball. Did I have 2 in here or just 1? Or did I not glue the other one in? That could be me. Maybe we can get the tree on this side. Oh yeah, we can stick the tree in here. I love how you attached the mesh to the... Oh yeah. And well, it's something, you know, some people may know how to do this already. I just thought it would be just a little bit different to show people how you can do that using mesh. Whoops. Don't fail me now, glue gun. Here we go. I'm just adhering that up. It's being attached to the others in the back. Look at that. Look at that. She's got her goodies. I need a little something in there. I have another bag of these, but I don't know. That might be too much because they're all the same. These I got from Hobby Lobby. Maybe another red ball. Just need to... These are great because you can just... Oh, her purple candy cane. Gotta get that in there. Because she likes purple. Just stick that right there. Perfect little filler. And maybe I'll just stick one of these here. These little ornaments, I don't know where I got them from. It was like a whole bag. They were all different sizes. And I'm not going to use this one. Oh, well. Use it for another project another day. Okay. So that's where that is. She's coming out cute. Let me put the camera up and then I can hold her up a little bit more. Ooh, you see the ring light. Isn't that cute? Her hands are full with all her candy. Make sure my mess is all pulled up front. Big old glue string there. And I like to take my wreaths and I'll go outside. And the light helps me to see where the glue strings are. Don't like that. Hold on. We could stick a little green in here because we don't have any green. So I have these little balls. And I have them different colors because candy comes in different colors. A little bit of the glue is out there. So I can stick some of these little green balls in and they're all different sizes. Because you usually have red and green with these guys. It's red. Ooh. No, this is too dark. Well, hold on. Hold. We got some that have sugar on them. It would be sugar. So it looks like little sugar things on them. Bring you back down. I know. Sorry, Susan. So we can stick these in there. Like little plums, you know, sugar plums dancing in your heads kind of thing. And that's all that they are. And that helps fill in little gaps. My ribbon. So they look like little sugar, little gumdrops. They're actually like plums, but they look like little gumdrops. See if that one stays. I may have to adjust that one. Okay. I need, let's take a green one here. I need a small one. See, this one works. There we go. Right in there. There she is. So she's got all her candy in her hand. So that worked out. Yay. Is it back in focus? I can't shift. I think it was because the way I brought it up. Get these out of the way. So I have a small table. And we got to do the next step. Okay, so now we can put her feet on. Because all we'll have left is her hair. Or her bow. So now the thing is to make sure you get it all in the same spot. Where it should be. I bought your tutorial last year for the Gingerbread girls. Oh, wow. You go, girl. That is awesome. All right, I'm just going to bend this a little bit because it's going to come out the back. Let me make sure where I'm going to put it through. I'm going to use the wire frame to help because, you know, this is just branches in here. To help stabilize it too, or keep it tight. Where is that? That's awesome, Sherry. There's one leg. You don't have to have them straight down. You can have them off to the side. Like, you know, she could be going like this. They don't have to be just hanging straight down, y'all. Yeah, she's doing her little dance. So all I'm doing is picking this up. I'm kind of looking where I have the other one to this one. Oh, this is sticking. And I'm just sticking the wires through the grapevine and through the frame, the wire frame that I have in here. And that will help keep her legs where I would like them to be. Oops. I flipped her over. I forgot which one I was tightening. All right, here we go. We're going to tighten them. Because I think they'll be good. So if they stick out like this, fine. If they hang down like this, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Either way. Thank you, Rachel. All right. Let's go ahead and cut these babies down. And sometimes I will save these wires if it's long enough because they are difficult to work with since they're so thick and hard to bend. And I did take this wreath outside. This wreath did have a lot of leaves on it. Oh, where's her leg? So see, there's her legs. All right. Now we got to still use the glue gun. I have another glue stick out here. Let me get that. And we got one more piece to put on and she will be done. So I'm going to move her out of the way. And we're going to bring out the Pro Bow. It's kind of like their 4-in-1 tool because you can do so much with this. Oh, I got glue on my mat. Not good because that's where I need to put my thing. Oh well. Have to get that off later. Just move that. So this is the Pro Bow hand. I'm call it lefty, call it righty. That's what I want to use to show you tonight. Okay, so we showed you Susie's sidekick, how to use that. You know how to use the glue gun stand. I'm going to show you one thing on here before we use the Pro Bow. You are alone today? No. Don't know what that means. Do y'all see my scissors anywhere? To Did my scissors fall on the floor? Oh, man. Where am I sitting? Oh, they went in the basket. Yeah. So if you're going to do ribbon tails, we're not doing any on here. Hardworking Mom has the comb. And the bottom notch is for 10 inch, 11, 12, 13. You can even use the top for 14 if you want to. So you would, just like any other, you put it through. My ribbon's going to get all tangled up because I do this the opposite way of way I'm showing you. See if I can put that on there. And you bring it through just like a comb. And you thread it. Guys, I do some things lefty and some things righty. But this is one thing I do it this way. And you just bring it through. Oops. My ribbon is all twisted now. And then when you're ready, you just cut it off. Cut it like you would normally do other tails. It's one tool if you don't want to have a half a dozen other tools with different measurements. So again, down there below is my affiliate link for this. My affiliate link for Susie's recent things. And of course, my shop is down there. All right. So let's make a bow. My ribbon's all over. That's okay. This ribbon I got from the at-home store. It's a little gingerbread ribbon. It's really cute. This comes with a lot of pegs, as you can see. I don't need all these pegs for what we're using today. So we're just going to use the one in here. She's not going to really have any tails coming down on her because hanging in her face. Because this is just going to be a bow on top of her head just to give her a little something, something. And there goes my strings on my finger again. So we're just going to go ahead. And I don't think she's going to need a really big bow. We're just going to make it about 4 inches. All right. So there are different types of bows that you can make. This is just going to be one they call funky bows, Lisa bows, Terry bows, whimsical bows, rag bows. There's all kinds. So we're just going to do loops. And I'm making the loops at 4 inches. I know you can't really see all of this, but there are, you know, it is marked on the side with the inches. And most of you might want to have the inches down at the side and can flip this around, which you can. I'm fine with it being upside down like this. I don't know why. It works for me. So this bow is going to be a nice, round, juicy bow. And again, this is by Pro Bow the Hand. Oh, no problem. No problem. I'm getting there. This is the last part that we got. I got 6 more minutes. So we'll try to make this as quick as we can. So we're going to 4 inches, 3 inches. In on here. And yes, after me, in case you guys don't know who comes after me, you're not going to believe it. It's Starview Designs comes after me. So make sure you watch her. Then Hardworking Mom comes on. And then Wreaths. Of course, Dawn's got to come on. Wreaths Decor by Dawn. So today we had Wall Decor by Faye. And she made a gingerbread. She did a nice, really pretty gingerbread. What do you call it? Centerpiece. I couldn't get the words out. Twisted Grapevines did a teddy bear swag. You know, the drummer boy from the musical, the song Drummer Boy. I have my list right here, so I want to make sure I get everybody. Positive Creations and her husband, Charlie Brown. They did a gold and silver nutcracker. So we did 2 on the bottom. I missed one. This has got to be 3 on the bottom. Missed one loop. And that was really pretty. They did a gold and silver nutcracker. Wreath's Unique Crafts. She did really, it was really pretty where she did, she took containers like an Oaks container and she used it to make candles. And it was really kind of a cute idea. So you have to look at that too. Seabreeze Wreaths and Decor. She did a swag of blue and silver with ice skates on it, which was really pretty. Robin's Wreaths. She did a hobby horse. Hers was on YouTube because she had some issues with Facebook. You know how we always do. And make sure my wreath bows. I'm not paying attention here. I'm talking. And then you have lemon wreaths and home decor. She used a Dollar Tree bike frame, and she did a really pretty flower on it, so to speak. All right, so 4, 3, and 2 is going to be the last one in the middle. And then you had, she believed, she did an evergreen snowman, let it snow, which was really pretty. Everybody did such really pretty things on their lives. I mean, you can't go wrong if you watch any of their lives to see any of the stuff. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1 is the loneliest number. All right. Cut that. Let's get a twist tie. I had a pink one out here. Where'd you go? Oh, I thought I threw it in the bin there. But we'll use the red one. Only need a half of one. If that, we're going to put this right down the middle. I'm going to stick there. And will we make it in an hour? Look at it's took my finger. I cannot win with this bandage tonight, y'all. So this is going to be, just pull it out, pull them apart, fluff and stuff. The ribbon usually tells you how you want it to go, which is kind of neat. Whoops, almost cut it the wrong way. Cute little bow. That's all we need. She's a big head, so we only need a cute little bow. So we're going to put it right off to the side, y'all. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way so you can see. And there goes the camera. And I'll turn her upside down so you can see what I'm doing. I was almost going to say, did you see where the bow went? Because it left. Okay, I'm going to twist tie this up pretty good. And again, it's sticking to me. And again, don't forget, who comes on after me, y'all, is Starview Designs. Oh, Susan, did you do the last one? Do the last giveaway really quick. Or Diane or Dawn? Or did you do it and I miss it? I'm gonna put a bow on this side. And I'm going to put it a little bit more towards the front. I don't want it leaning so far back on her head. Hi, Vicki. Hey, Jenny. How are you? Oh. No, this is live. Yes, you're supposed to go live, my friend. And then she has her bow in her hair. So let me switch cameras really quick. I'll hold her up in front of me so you can see the finished product. And then excuse my arm for being in your way there. Dun-dun-dun. There she is. She's all done. Isn't that cute? Her little feet. Oh, she's sticking to me. And I think this is going to look pretty on her door. Oh, how cute. So thanks for coming to NonnasNuttykrafts, y'all. Please go ahead and look at Starview Designs. She's up next. Oh, thank you. Oh, Cameron Ilona Lopez is the winner. Yay. You're going to get this. You're going to get the Hard Working Mom comb. Yay. All right. Just go ahead and message me your address and everything so I can go ahead and ship it out to you. I pay for all the shipping and all. So thanks for coming. Again, my affiliate link down there for Susie's Briefs of Things, Hard Working Mom, and for my shop are ticketing across there. All right. Y'all have a nice evening, and thanks for coming in and watching me make this little cutie. Bye-bye.